Oh my god, guys, can you believe I was talking for probably half an hour and it was like the recording stopped midway? So, geez, okay, so as usual, we're doing one take. This is the second take, but we're gonna do it raw. I'm sweating here under the sun. I think the garden looks nice, but I'm wearing a black t-shirt, black shorts. Okay, let's get this done. So what was done was the Edmonton Marathon 2025. We had a beautiful, great race. Weather was perfect. I will get to my time and what place I finished at in a bit, but I just want to say big thanks to everybody, like everybody part of this. The marathon is not a solo thing. It takes a team, a group effort. So thank you to my family, my parents, my brother and his girlfriend for coming to support me. It always means a lot to share the race with you guys. Even though I do a lot of my runs solo, it's great to share these moments with your friends and family. And speaking of friends, thank you so much for cheering me on. Like I I heard you cheering. It was so great. Like so many go Kyle, go Kyle. I'm sure it was you guys. Also some strangers on the street. But yeah, big thank you. I definitely saw some of you. And just hearing my name or hearing your name, it's a lot more personal rather than like hearing a number, like let's go 71, let's go 53. So yeah, thank you again to my friends. Big cheers. Definitely I took on your energy, took it all the way to the finish line. And big thanks to the Edmonton Marathon volunteers. This race wouldn't be without you guys. And a big thanks to the Edmonton Marathon coordinators for putting on this race. Okay, so with that out of the way, and again, thanks to everybody watching here. I think we are at 6 subscribers. So we are building. It's good to see. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Let me know if you like this longer style of video content or just shorter format. I kind of like this. I guess my theme is these raw, uncut videos, just day in the life of some runner, and that's me. Okay, here we go. So we will start with pre-race on Saturday. So I am finishing up my carb load. Again, if you missed last episode or last video, I was aiming for about, so let's see, 500 plus grams of carbs. I weigh about 52 kilos. So I was targeting 5 grams of carbohydrates per kilogram of body weight. That's just some sort of calculator that I follow online, and that's kind of the general rule of thumb. I think 5 plus is like the higher end. If you're not eating or used to eating that much, then you can go with 4 grams of carbs per kilogram of body weight. So that's what I did. I had my big bowl of fettuccine alfredo. Again, that is my superstition of just what I eat before a big event, like sporting event, whichever thing I am racing or doing, for swimming, basketball, powerlifting, running. Fettuccine alfredo, man, it's the GOAT. And I guess also I wasn't full after that, so I had some cereal and dessert to top it off. So I finished eating at 4:30 p.m. Made sure to eat my bigger meals earlier in the day because I didn't want to be bloated for when I lay in bed and try to go to sleep. And I don't know if that really helped because I barely got any sleep. I started resting and tried to calm down my body at 7 p.m. I had an alarm set for 3 in the morning the next day so I could wake up early, eat my breakfast. But yeah, it didn't work out for me. I was laying in bed for hours and hours and I could not sleep at all. Like, my Garmin told me I had 5 hours of sleep, but I think in reality I had 3-4 hours maximum. So not ideal pre-race, but I guess what they say is it's not the night before what matters, it's the entire week leading up to race day. Making sure you reduce your stress levels, get good sleep starting on the Monday, 6 days out, on the Tuesday, Wednesday. That's what really matters, less so the night before. So yeah, that was that. I woke up at 3:15 and I wasn't feeling tired, and I knew once I would start eating my breakfast I would probably start waking up soon and waking up my body. So for breakfast I had a big bowl of Rice Krispies. Not my usual. I would have oatmeal, but I have been learning that there's still some fiber in oatmeal, even instant oatmeal. And I've had fiber issues on race day, so I wanted to avoid that. And Rice Krispies has 0 fiber. So I had about 4 or 5 cups total, which was over 100 grams of carbs. I didn't feel full, or I didn't feel satisfied, so I toasted an English muffin. Still not satisfied after that, and I had half a banana, threw on some honey, and I thought that was it. If I eat any more, I might be too bloated for when I get to the start line. Because I still had to hydrate. Hydration goal, didn't really have one, but I wanted to sip on some Gatorade and coffee, which was in the form of like a Monster Mocha energy drink. Now, you can get mad at me if you want. I don't. People apparently say coffee flavored Monster is nasty. I like it. I also had a double shot cold brew, something cold brew from Starbucks. Again, I don't usually drink energy drinks. I don't go to Starbucks. I just picked these up from Walmart. But yeah, I just needed the caffeine and whatever coffee flavored thing there was. I do like coffee though. I don't drink it regularly, but I love the smell of coffee. So that's the race morning. As I'm driving, so I drove myself to the start line, left at 5:30, quiet roads. I didn't have any worry of hitting traffic. I'm like sipping on my drink. I get to the start line at about, I want to say 6:10, 6:20, and I start my warm-up. It wasn't too cold out, actually, but I don't know, I never have a good warm-up before the race. Like, I do my stretches, but I only jog around for 7-10 minutes. I guess it works for me. I would prefer to have something longer, maybe 15, even 20 minutes, just so I feel like I'm not rushing. But I have a habit of being fashionably late. I don't know, it's a Filipino thing. Anyways, I finished my warm-up. I guess no, I was running late because I had to book to the start line. I had 5 minutes to go. I had to run all the way around the huge corral of people because they wouldn't let people cross, even though I had my elite bib. So that kind of got me worried. But as I was running, I felt my right laces were loose. So thankfully, when I got to the start line, I had about 2 minutes to go. So I was able to retie my laces, and yeah, that I guess that saved me. Okay, so let's see where we're at. That's pre-race, warm up. Here I'll talk about drinks. So I prepped 3 bottles of Gatorade, which my parents were helping hand off for me. We had planned to meet at 7K, 14K, and at past halfway, which I think I saw them around 23-ish kilometer mark. Unfortunately, we missed each other for the first bottle handoff just because there was so much traffic, which I kind of expected. I had on in my shorts 4 gels just as emergency, because I kind of knew that I wasn't planning on missing them, but just for in case if I dropped the bottle, or if whatever reason I couldn't get the nutrition, those 4 emergency gels were on me. So in those bottles I put 80 grams, no, even like 100 grams of Gatorade powder. Oh my god, it kind of looks disgusting when you're filling it up, but I guess that's the thing these days. Fueling targets is 100 grams of carbs plus. I don't usually have stomach issues with taking in that many carbs, but again, that's probably something I could practice more often during training. It's just hard though, like when you don't have somebody handing you bottles, means you have to carry all that nutrition on your body in the form of gels, usually gels, sometimes food. People do food, and that's hard. Like 100 grams of carbs per hour. Each gel has about 25 grams of carbs. So you need 4 gels plus another 4. That takes me to 2 hours. And then let's say another 4. That's 12 gels. And they're just like bouncing up and down in your pocket. Like, I don't have a waist belt on me for that nutrition. I just kind of rely on the built-in pockets on my shorts. But even just 12, that's an extra weight, which I don't want to run with. So like, yeah, when you have your own bottle service, I felt like Kipchoge. There's like that famous or popular video online of Kipchoge's famous bottle handler doing smooth transitions, handing him his bottle, which my dad was able to do. So I had my Kipchoge moment today. Okay, so gun goes off. I'm not late, a little late, but I'm there on time. I'm feeling fit, fresh, and no injuries. I felt, I guess, pretty much perfect during warm-up. The wind was good, weather was good. What else? Stomach was feeling good. Didn't really have to use the bathroom. Let's see, what else before I get into the race? Oh, I guess, yeah, race goal. When I toed the start line, so my PB is a 2:39 or a 3:46 minute per kilometer pace. As we were starting, I just knew, okay, Kyle, I'm gonna run whatever faster under that pace that I can at a reasonable effort. And yeah, that's kind of what I set my target out at. So I'm just gonna pull up the splits here on Strava and the race event, making sure we are still recording again, because this is the second take, but we're only doing 1 take only. Okay, By the way, let me know if you guys like this type of long form of content. I kind of just like to yap and talk, and I can yamble or ramble, whatever it is, for a long time. I'll keep talking. So if you guys don't stop me, I will keep on talking. Or if you prefer the shorter content, let me know. But this is kind of fun for me. So again, shout out to you guys. Hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel. Hit the like button if you like what you see. And here we are. Okay, splits. So I didn't know anybody at the start line, which yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with running solo, but I hit my first kilometer at 340 per K. So it was like not bad for me. Obviously you want to feel fresh on your first few Ks, but I was feeling a little nervous that I wouldn't be able to hold up that pace for that long. Just because, again, like I didn't do much marathon pace work during my training. That's what I'll have to practice next time around. So I backed off a little bit. I didn't want to get too excited. Apparently the second kilometer was 350, and then 343, 345, and then 340. A little rolling hills, but pretty much this course is flat. And according to the race website, we hit 5K. Oh no, this is my 10K split. So 10K was at 39:12. However accurate their markers are. So I don't know what pace that was at, but like looking at my watch, we were hitting a lot of 343s average, which was fine by me because that was on PB pace. And thankfully, starting at kilometer 3, we formed a group of 4-5 guys running sub 240, which I was super happy to find, because that's exactly what I needed. I was really worried that I would do a lot of this effort solo, and I was wrong. Like probably until 24K, I was just staring at these guys' back the entire time. I pulled some of my weight for probably at 8 to 12K, just for a few moments, but most of the time I was at the back, just using them, keeping myself calm, not using much energy, and I think that's what helped to my success on today's race day. Because when you have people to rely on for your pace, it makes things so much easier. Like I do a lot of my runs solo, and they are hard, but I think it's a lot harder than they need to be if you don't have people around you. But that's just the unfortunate nature of what I do for a lot of my training, is running solo. But it also gives you that mental fortitude of being able to hit your pace with not relying on anybody else but just yourself and your legs. So yeah, we are just clicking one by one these kilometers, ticking down 10K, 15K. Again, I saw my parents at 14K, smooth bottle transition. I took my gels kind of at every 5K marker, maybe about every 20 minutes to half an hour, making sure to fuel early and often so I wouldn't hit the wall. I've never hit the wall. I think it's fake. Don't tell anyone, but I think it's fake. It's just all a mental thing. I don't want to jinx myself. Okay, I'll take it back. If you've ever hit the wall in the marathon, let me know, but I've never experienced it. I've bonked during training, but during marathon, that 32K, I think it's at, doesn't exist for me. Anyways, Um, okay, so let's go to halfway. I'm feeling great. Again, looking at these guys' backs, I don't have the exact halfway split, but I think I saw 1:18:30 something on the clock. That's 1 hour 18 minutes. So if we do quick math, halfway, that should be about 2:37 pace. Again, which is what I'm trying to do. Below 2:40, 2:39 is my marathon PB as of I ran that in 2023, same course here in Edmonton. So exactly what I wanted, not expending much energy. And these guys kind of were pulling away at some point, but I don't know what happened. As soon as we reached downtown, we started to string out one by one, and our group wasn't as tight anymore. So I think a lot of the guys were having trouble with their nutrition, especially like stomach cramps, and I was able to feast on that, because when we came to the west side of the course, into the Crestwood Parkview area neighborhood, that's when I pulled away from this group. Like one by one, people were dropping off the pack of 4, which became 3, which became 2, and then eventually just myself. Like through this neighborhood, it was me who was leading the charge of passing the half marathoners. Like side note, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to be busy. I didn't think it was going to be this busy with the amount of sign-ups that people did. Cool to see, like huge turnout. Probably weather, popularity of running, rowing. But big turnout for the half marathoners. Kudos to you guys. But unlike when I ran in 2023, I had to weave around all the people. This time, I guess people knew what was up. Like there was a lot of space on the left-hand side of the road for me to pass them. And it's kind of funny when I'm passing them, because they're running the half marathon. I think they know I'm running the marathon, and I'm like huffing and puffing, and sometimes people are like, oh my god, you're so fast. Like I don't feel like I'm going fast, but I kind of spook them. That's just something funny to me. I hear their comments as I'm passing by, so thanks for cheering me on. You guys are awesome. Again, thanks for all the spectators out there today, or even whether you were cheering on there for your friends and family. It's always well appreciated. So back to the race. Probably at 30, when I hit the turnaround point of coming back through the neighborhood, I know I'm solo. I dropped the last guy. It was just the 2 of us. And from there on, it was just me versus the time. So looking at my splits, I'm hitting 3:42s, 3:43s pretty consistently. I don't know how much faster I could have gone if the crowd wasn't there, or if we had like a more straight route to run through, because in that area there's a lot of turns and weaving to do. Not ideal, but whatever. It's 42.2. It's all the same. But yeah, I knew I was feeling good from that point. Once 30K hit, even 27K, like I knew I was on PB pace, because I never went above 3:46 average. So I knew something good was coming. But I had to keep on reminding myself, stay calm, stay patient, don't get too excited just yet. As soon as like 35K, I don't know if that's too late. I might have to work on my race strategy. But like 32, 35K, that's kind of when I was trying to push the pace, but I guess I wasn't, because I was still hitting 3:43. Maybe just fatigue, but I was trying to run faster. Not too hard though, because I knew if I went any harder than today, probably I maybe would have strained my hamstring. Which, for hint, I'm still running another marathon in 5 weeks' time. I'll get back to that in a bit. Again, I'm rambling. So I'm repeating these mantras. Stay calm. Don't get too excited. I'm actually reeling in some guys who are running the marathon. They're fading and fading. I actually passed probably 2 of them. I swear they were on 2:30 pace, maybe even faster. But yeah, like they faded for whatever reason. Maybe nutrition went out too hot. I don't know. It always feels good to use people to pass. So I guess that helps with the marathoners. You guys kind of gave me that motivation to pass each and every one of you. So let's see. Coming out of the neighborhoods, back onto, what street is this? I'm not very familiar with downtown area. 102 Ave, and then as we take a right onto Jasper Ave, I'm just repeating to myself again, keep my hips high, look forward. I don't know where like keeping your hips high came from. I think it's a track thing. Maybe, I don't know. I could be making this stuff up. I'm only a marathoner runner. I don't run track at all. But I think like keeping your hips high helps with your foot strike, so you're not overstriding or you're not imbalanced in, again, foot strike. I could be making this up. If you know more than me, let me know. Yeah, but I feel like it helps. Try it out, let me know. So keeping my hips high, picking off every runner one by one, and the legs are hurting. I'm kind of breathing heavy. I was wearing my Koros armband for this race during training, or for years I've had the Garmin heart rate monitor, which is a chest strap, but it kind of slips down when I'm sweating a lot. So for the race, like on my Garmin, it's supposed to be accurate even with sweat. I haven't found it to be that accurate for me. Maybe I'm just a heavy sweater. I know I'm a salty sweater, but heart rate readings haven't been accurate for me. Which during races, I don't usually use heart rate, but it's kind of good to know. For the most part, I was running at 155 beats per minute. I think I peaked at, let's see. So average was 157. I peaked at about 161. And I think in previous races, again, this was with just my watch, was mid 160s. So whether that means I could push myself harder or not, who knows? But that's why I don't use heart rate to train. I train by pace. Train harder, not smarter. Shout out to Ran to Japan. Okay, let me finish this. I'm rambling. So I'm at Jasper Ave. I see the time ticking. I know I'm on PB pace. I'm like getting excited, trying to hold it in. As I'm crossing the finish line, I'm yelling, I'm celebrating, well deserved. I crossed the line at 2:37:39. That's 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 39 seconds. Because we go by gun time. So big PB for me. That's about 2.5 minute PB. And yeah, did I know I was gonna do this before the race? I knew I was feeling good. How good? I could have done better with training, but I kept telling myself that I knew a PB was on the cards for today. And also, I was also telling myself, if I PB today, I have an easier race to do in Berlin, less pressure. And also, I was thinking of doing another race in December. I was thinking Honolulu, because I usually race CIM, which is in Sacramento in December, but it's like near sold out. And I kind of want to do a different marathon because I've done that one twice or 3 times now. Great course, it's fast, but I want to see somewhere new. So thankfully, I hit a PB. I hit my target. I guess, yeah, spoiler alert, I was targeting, well, I wanted to qualify for New York, which technically there isn't a qualifier, but there technically is, and for my age group, it's like a sub 240, so I hit that. It should be good enough for 2026, so that'll be the plan for next year. But if you might have missed it, I still have another race, which is in 5 weeks time. I'll be running the Berlin Marathon 2025. Hooray! My first time to Europe, first time overseas, first time running a marathon there, first time for everything. I'll be traveling solo, not my first time, but I'll be going for a month. I haven't done a solo trip for that long, so a little nervous. If you have any Europe travel tips, so I'll be in Germany, Italy, and Spain. If you've been there before, please send me tips and comments, because I'm kind of just swinging the trip, that is, but that's kind of my style. But goals for that race. Berlin was supposed to be my A race. I did Edmonton because it's my hometown race. I know it's a good course. Weather is generally good. And yeah, all the cards were in line today, which I was able to get my PB. So, do I want to push myself and aim for another PB in less than 5 weeks time? We will see. I think I'll try, because I know it's a fast course. There's fast people around me. Like, how can you not take advantage of the opportunity? But yeah, that wraps up this series of the Edmonton Marathon 2025. I just want to show you guys what a cool medal this is. Shout out again to the Edmonton Marathon group. So I've never seen something like this before. So here's the design. Again, let me see if that focuses. Anything on the back? So there's this thing on the back which you'll notice, and it actually opens up like a clamshell. Is this in focus? So I don't know if you guys can see this, but that's really, really cool. I could be totally missing it on camera, but yeah, that's the medal. I don't know if all medals, half marathon, 10K, 5K, open up like that, but that's probably one of my coolest medals besides the ones I got from Boston. And again, yeah, thanks to everybody watching. Thanks for all the cheers. Thanks to my friends and family. Even to all the people on Strava. Yeah, it's funny just giving each other kudos. I do a lot of my runs solo, but even then, if you guys give me a kudos, give me a comment on my runs, it helps a lot. I don't know. It's kind of like the Instagram for runners. So if you haven't already, you can follow me on Strava, on Instagram. It's linked are in the bio. And I will keep on continuing to film my series and build up for Berlin. We will see what happens after Berlin. And if you are still watching this, let's see how long we are at. Yeah, okay, we're at 35 minutes. So 35-minute gang, shout out to you guys if you made it this far in the video. If you did, comment below bananas. Comment below bananas if you're still here. Don't tell anyone else. That's our little secret word. No. Yeah, let's just use bananas. Let's see what else. If you ran Edmonton, let me know how it went for you. Hopefully perfect, because the sun, I'm baking, guys. I'm getting my tan on. I'm toasting. All black everything. And I think I will cut it here. So the channel is growing. Again, let me know if you like this sort of long content. I need to learn how to figure out how to add chapters. That might make things a lot easier for you guys to watch through. So let me figure out how to do that, and let me know if you like the shorter content, if you like me filming all my runs, these talking videos, if you have anything of interest that you want me to talk on. Leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Helps the channel. And yeah, running is beautiful. I am very thankful for what the sport has given me, and I hope I stay healthy for Berlin. Okay guys, it's been wild. Thanks again for watching. I'm rambling. I will cut it here. Peace.